some of the things he said in that interview, you can attribute what he wants to do
140.
to a lot of people at this level. Only a select few will get extra invites here, will get success on the Challenge Tour.
140. Daniel Kai 121.
I want to see him play more because I want to know just how far he can go. That's pretty far. That's a tremendous start. Predominantly when he's gone for this double, he's been low. Oh boy, that 2 blockers. That is cruel.
Daniel acquired 20.
The wry smile says it all. And the double 10 ends it all. And you can see on the look of the face of Dan Nichols that he had to work hard for that. A puff of the cheeks. At times, he really was scared by Stylianu.
It's gone from being a bit of a drab game into something that has been very bright. It's a big ask for Ricky
100. Ricky
to stop Carl from getting match shots. Too big an ask. And double 8 yesterday for Carl was very close to a
40.
gimme. Does that continue?
For 10 points.
Game
just about sneaks into the bottom corner. But what that does do is put Carl Wilson temporarily top of the table. And you can see with that little bit of release of emotion there how important that opening win was for Carl and David at the top of the table. But it would then mean it is advantage Carl Wilson at the top of the standings
28.
ahead of his match against Dan Nichols up next. Wusi does take on Victorious in the second round. And so it's very important here for Darren Brown to definitely win his first to keep himself in play and then see what happens from round 3 onwards.
Now what we're going to see from Wusi right now is the right way to go for 118.
David, you got 118.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Shot in the second leg. David Wusi.
That's how you do it.
David, you got 135.
He's left himself on a double. Wusi looking at 135. Now, it decided against the 25 in that particular spot, which is an interesting play. But Brown comes back looking at double 18 to wrap the points up.
36.
A commanding display has been rounded off in style. An average of in excess of 97, 50% on his doubles, 4 maximums in there. He's needed opportunities. Numerous opportunities.
No score.
And he may need another opportunity, but he may not get it.
That's now double digits. Another one. Oh, 57. That was in. If it wasn't for the other one. You can see what he was trying to do, but now we go for match start 11.
But eventually,
and the match,
Carl Wilson crosses the line and seals his second win of the session.
Because it's all drama and nothing's fake. In an era that has a lot of fake about it.
36.
This is real.
32.
For the match, 32. Into the top corner and back in the winner's enclosure. David Wusi gets the better of Victorious Stylianu.
7. Ricky required 96.
But the 21st of February was also the day that he won the Scottish Open. 19 years before that. Incredible stuff from Ricky King right there.
Ricky required 112.
He's almost played like a man that feels like his fate has pretty much been sealed. It's looked a little bit flat at points. That was a little bit off target for Ricky.
80.
Well, now we know what has to happen. Put this leg in room 101.
85.
And because it doesn't,
Ricky required 32.
The trapdoor might be opened.
This
game shot
for Ricky King puts Darren Brown pretty much at the point of no return. It's not a mathematical impossibility that he can make it out of this group. Wilson has taken out a clutch 110 this week under pressure.
That double 10 is denying Wusi. He's got it. Double 15. Brilliant
Game
shot.
shot in the second leg. Carl
Really
Wilson.
good from Carl. Jackson, affectionate nickname. It was never going to be my darts nickname. But get something that
85.
is
Carl required
brandable.
56.
Was he about to punch his ticket into Saturday night? That's
Game
an
shot
11
and the
darter to
match,
seal
Carl
it.
Wilson.
And Carl Wilson will return to the Saturday night showdown. His second appearance here will yield a second crack at the Super Series trophy. And he did so with a real spurt towards.
Ricky
He's going to return for 60 if King can't take out the 1-2-4.
he's not going to. So this is a perfect opportunity to get
50.
closer to
Daniel required
Wusi.
60.
And you feel he's got to win 4-1.
Game shot and the match.
A win for
Dan
one he will.
Nichols.
It's slender, the chances of Dan Nichols from here, but it's a chance nonetheless. He gets the better of Ricky King by 4 legs to 1. It was a decent performance at times. The doubling was okay.
To Raymond. To Dennis in 94. To John Part in 2003.
140.
They are talked about a lot, and people's careers have been defined by beating that player in that place.
100. Don't require
Or in
120.
various places. More people talk about Rob Cross beating him in 2018 than Phil winning in 2013 against Michael Van Gerwen. Well, look at the angle this is going to go in at. Potentially.
Game shot in the third leg.
My
Darren
word.
Brown.
An amazing 120. Now, he had one yesterday.
60.
So Victorious, 160. Another. Just underneath, and so Brown will return for 48.
140. Don't require 48.
You can't afford to miss this.
8.
Now there's a risk he could be behind.
Victorious required 20.
Double 10 for the break and for Victorious to be on the cusp of a seismic upset.
Game
3 from
shot
3
in
on the
fifth leg.
doubles. Victorious
Victorious
Stiliano is 3-2 up, and he has the darts here to beat Darren Brown.
Let's win.
He's been waiting all week for this moment, but he may have to wait a bit longer.
60.
For my
Don't
word,
require
there's going to be
71.
pressure on this 71. He'll be feeling it right now, Darren Brown.
Game
But
shot
credit where
sixth
credit's
leg,
due,
Darren
because
Brown.
he would have been feeling all sorts.
Yes. That 5th win against Victorious this week.
Not to beat.
134.
But what he is going to do is leave it in the next best state. Double 18 after just 12 darts. Victorious, well, that's the first time he would have felt like he's come close to a victory this week.
The thing is, he didn't
28. Don't require 36.
get a match start to this point, and he might not get one at all.
Because
Game
Darren
shot,
Brown has
and the
shut
match,
off
Darren
Victorious
Brown.
in the end. 4-3 win. A lovely embrace between the pair. Victorious with a smile on his face. He knew that's the closest he's come to a win.
Don't hit it.
105.
Keep saying it to yourself. You're reinforcing positivity.
Well, if Nichols doesn't hit this, he may not win the leg,
Game shot
but he
in the
does
second
find
leg,
it. The
Dan
105
Nichols.
goes. It's his second sub plus checker of the day to open up a 2-0 lead, get the double break of.
Oh, yeah.
180. Don't require 96.
Tremendous shot from David Wazuski. And now we get to look at... If he takes this 66 out,
66.
this will be his best 6-star conversion of the week. Maybe even 5. Tops.
31.
Wow.
Don't require 40.
Rushed with the last. Nichols to re-establish his lead. He was 2-0 up. Missed a dart for 3-0. Can he move to the hill again?
30.
No is the answer.
David, you
And
require
Wazuski,
35.
if he gets his 35, will have the darts to send himself through.
Well, that wasn't
Game
on
shot in
purpose,
fifth
but it'll
leg,
work.
David Wazuski. 7. David, you require
There's an opening here,
137.
potentially. He's going to leave himself
97.
positioned
Don't require
and
84.
pray in the darting church that Nichols does not do it again.
Well, he's straight wide again. Can he recover again? He went treble 19. Leads himself double 11 for the match to keep his hopes alive. Oh, that's a sickener for David Wusi, but for Dan Nichols, that is delightful. Wusi was sat on double top to send himself through, but Dan Nichols went astray with dart one.
Very, very complicated.
If Darren Brown wins this leg, we're in the fun zone. But Carl Wilson is looking to put this leg to bed and send us all the way. He's left himself double 16 after 12. We're going to get the break back.
140. Currently required 32.
It may be abacus time in a second. This is going in. Oh, well, you can be wrong.
Game shot in the sixth.
But his double eight wasn't wrong at all.
And so we go all the way. Numerically, it won't be the biggest, but in terms of impact, it would. But the 160 is not going to be got from Brown, and that could be the end of his journey here at the Super Series. Carl Wilson, to knock him out, looks at tops. And now double 10. He's had problems finishing games off, but he finds the double 5, and he will send Darren Brown packing. And for Carl Wilson, there is the distinct possibility that he could end the group now with 18 points to his name. Off 66. One dart in his hand. It's going to be at tops. He's going to take tops. He's going to take a 4-1 win. Ricky King beats Victoria Stilianu by 4 legs to...
And it's double 8 that takes us all the way.
Back in and to send Dave Wusi through.
Game
in it goes.
Wusi's
into Saturday night.
Make a beeline for my backpack and I want to go home.
180.
I'm confronted by the tournament director. He says, oh, would you mind going for a random drugs test? My next line
29.
can't be broadcast. But I did go and do the drugs test and everything was fine. But that was not the right moment. Yeah, Dennis Ovens had Jamie Caven next.
180. David required 81.
Oh, look at this. Look at
Game
this.
shot in the second leg. David Wusi.
Somebody's off the leash.
Oh.
David required 32.
So double 60 to round off his campaign.
Well, in Germany, they'd call this fear null. But
Game
fear
shot
not,
on the match.
David Wusi is going to Saturday night off the back of a second win of the day, and 14 points is good enough to get him through to a Saturday showdown.